Okay, so I mean, the other question that you might want to know is, if you were trying to get into this industry, where would you start? Is there a hierarchy? What is the structure of actually getting into tech sales? So, honestly speaking, there is very distinct kind of, I wouldn't say there's a very distinct structure, but not necessarily hierarchy. It just depends on the level of experience and specialism that you have. So generally, you'll come in at an entry level role here on the BDR, SDR, sometimes ISDR or SDR, depending on, again, the company, which is where I started. So entry level is, depending on the period or depending on the company, can range from, you do this role for 9 to 18 months, just depending on the company. Okay. BDR role, you can come from any field. You can come straight from university. Some people are career changers. I moved from telecommunications into the tech space, and this was my entry level role. So it's a good starting point for you to get into. So, if you come from marketing background, or if you come from even from an engineering background, whatever background you've come from, and you want to kind of get your first step into the industry, this is most probably going to be your best port of call. It's not only an entry level into sales roles, but it's also an entry level into tech companies, especially because you can come in as a BDR and leave as a marketing specialist, or you can leave as a consultant, or you can leave as an analyst, depending on your journey within the company. Okay. I've written specialist here for three of these roles because normally you will need experience, or you would have need to work your way up within a company to kind of get into these kind of roles. So sales engineering or sales consulting, normally you would have had to have a specialism in a different kind of role. Okay. You could have worked with technology before and come in as a sales engineer. Okay. But it just means you won't 9 times out of 10 come in with zero experience and become a sales engineer or sales consultant. But it happens. Um, an account executive, again, because you're closing big, massive enterprise deals or small to medium sized enterprise deals, very rarely will you come in straight with zero experience in sales and become an account executive. You can come from a supporting industry. Okay. You can come in from working with technology. For example, if you are, you know, an engineer working with a certain tool that's similar to the tech that you want to sell, you can come in as an account executive. But again, it's very hard because a lot of these roles will require 5 years of experience, unless you've worked your way up within a company from the entry level role. Okay, so it happens, but it's not very common. So you will have to have some experience, and in many cases, a lot of experience, but just be able to sell your CV. Account management and customer success management as well. As I said, you will have to have some experience. Again, mostly sales experience or working with a product is preferred, but again, people come from different roles. You just have to demonstrate a level of specialism, right? For example, customer success managers, you could have been, the head of customer service or working in customer service or in a contact center. Those kind of roles do generally translate well into customer success, but it's not always guaranteed. So my advice, if you're looking to break into tech sales or looking for your first role in industry, look for BDR roles, SDR roles, get into a boot camp, and find out, how you can normally ramp into a BDR role in a small startup, right? Small startups are always good, or you can go for large enterprise, just depending on what experience you have. I had 2 years of sales experience and account management and account executive experience from a big telecommunications company. So that kind of worked well in my favor. But I still had to start from entry level. Some people, as I said, they may come directly from B2B services in other industries and go directly. But yeah, it always varies. So I hope I've shared a bit of light and a bit of explanation. But yeah, leave some comments below, or just DM me directly.